She crazy crazy. Let's talk about Die My Love. I'm only joking. This movie is so much more nuanced than that. Die My Love isn't a movie that you're going to instantly love. It's more of a movie that you're going to let sit with you, marinate, and you're going to piece it piece by piece together and come up with your own explanation of what the movie is about, um, and your perspective of it. You will view it differently if you're a woman, if you're a mother, if you're a guy, if you're a parent, if you're married, if you're not. You're definitely going to view this movie a lot differently than someone else. At its core, this movie is about motherhood and the toll that it can take on a woman's identity and how they can feel isolated and lose themselves within this new role of caring for somebody other than yourself. You lose that free spirit that you had before you became a mother, when you were single or when you were in a relationship and had all this energy and this free will to do anything. And that's also a perspective on parenthood where you do lose yourself when a child is born. You do miss out on things that you tend to do because your importance is become on this protecting and raising a child. Lynn Ramsey directs this movie in such a brilliant and nuanced and subtle but also very in your face kind of unforgiving way where she really shows this trials and tribulations of women who go through postpartum, a subject matter that almost every woman goes through at different levels. And in this particular film, she goes through like extreme levels where Jennifer Lawrence's character ultimately goes into psychosis and becomes completely mad. But it's a slow descent, and the lack of community, the self isolation, the lack of support, especially from your spouse, and your spouse not knowing exactly what to do, especially how forgiving they are of like other people are of men while judging a woman for the same parenting styles or slightly different. It's definitely a movie that's going to open up a discussion and you're going to have discussions about it by the end of it. And I think it's such an important movie to watch, and just get a perspective of what's happening. I think the performances are phenomenal in this film. The music choices are really good. It really tells, the music choices themselves tell a story. I think the cinematography is wonderful. Again, performance is great. This is some of Jennifer Lawrence's best work yet, maybe her best work, and that's saying something from an Academy Award winning actress. Robert Pattinson gives one of his finest performances here too, something a little bit more nuanced and a little bit meaty, where he's a concerned husband, also raising a kid. And yeah, there's just so much layers to dissect in this movie, and it's just done in such a interesting and explosive way. I do think that the movie does kind of becomes heavy-handed with the imagery and bending reality, but I think it does play an important role in the film. There are things that aren't 100% clear, and I think it's not meant to be clear, on certain actions of characters, whether it's real or not real. But again, disregarding all of that, and I still think this is a well directed, well performed, well told, and a very important story, to be watched, especially in the mainstream. I don't know if I love this movie, but I do really appreciate it, and I did enjoy my watch with it. It's has horror elements, it has funny moments, it has some generally scary moments. There's a lot in here where you're going to enjoy it. You do really care for the relationship between Robert Pattinson and Jennifer Lawrence's characters. There are so many things that I'm sitting here, and the more I'm marinating with this movie, the more I'm enjoying it and liking what I saw. But again, I don't think this movie is going to be for everyone. And people that actually go through this or have related to this or have been somewhere in the vicinity are probably going to enjoy a movie like this more so than somebody who is outside kind of looking in.